Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to GUNPLA Bear Show. And today we'll have a full review of the HG 1:144 Gundam Livelance Heaven from Gundam Breaker Battlogue. This kit has 10 runners, including the polycaps and a medium-sized sheet of foil stickers for color correction. Here's the manual of the kit, and same as the Gundam Helios, its manual starts in its instructions on the colored part. The finished build of this kit was incredible. Building the main body is very simple and same as usual with some other level of building of other high-grade kits. Especially the head. It's quite simple, but once you build it, it really shows a magnificent look. Just add those funny lines and you're good to go. Most of the majority of pieces is on its backpack. It's huge and very articulated. Details of this kit was also a combination of some old kits and some new, especially the revived kits. Its details and inspiration came from Gundam Death Sight, which is the revived one, and then the Gundam Versago from a side story of Gundam Wing. But the details from Gundam Versago was just an inspiration, but not actually a part of a kit. Looking on this gold inner frame style, which I know and we know as a builder that it is really inspired on Strike Freedom Gundam. The color shift of this kit from the black to white gives a large difference on its identity of the base kit. Then you have that reversing of the name of the base kit, which is very simple yet very clever and also very witty. Panel opportunity was also awesome. It really shouts to be panel lined, especially the majority of its color is white. So those blue gems on its right arms was also a great addition on its aesthetics. Just look on those blue cleared parts shining, but I add some silver Gundam marker inside those cleared parts to improve its looks on its reflecting capability. Then we have those big old school shiny stickers. It's not so bad, but they were just very obvious, especially those on its wings. But it also has this good little shiny blue metallic stickers that complement the aesthetics on the blue clear parts on its arms. Oh, and I almost forgot, we also have large yellow stickers inside those bat flops. It is okay because we don't see it so often. Then outside the bat flops, it also have those yellow stickers, but I choose to paint it with the color yellow armored Komodo paints. Seam lines were not so obvious. We have on its shoulder armor, at the back of its legs, and some small ones on its torso and waist part. But they also use those hiding techniques of seam lines by making those seam lines as a panel line opportunity parts. Then it looks like a separating armor lines. All in all, details and aesthetics were very well defined. It's modern and looks good. Now, let's have the articulation of this kit. Okay, so now let's have the articulation of our Livelance Heaven, and as you can see, I detached first the backpack of the Livelance Heaven right here so that we can focus on the articulation of the main unit. Okay, so as usual, we'll start on the head. So the head can go up and down. It can also look at the right and left also, left and right rather. Okay, and then maybe it can go 360 if we will. Yep, it can go 360, and yeah, it can also tilt. And because this is a double jointed neck, so it can have this kind of articulation. It's the chicken neck. Okay, so that's for the head. Next is the shoulders, the arms, and the wrist right here. So let's have it on this part, which is the left part right here. So it can move. It has this rounded movement. It can also turn 360. It can go up a little bit like that and down. Yeah, and you can see the ball joints right there. It can also go front movement and then back. So that's it. And then let's see the arm, so how high it can go. Okay, so that's how high it can go. Then that's it. Okay, so that's the highest point of the arms. And then let's have the elbow right here. So as you can see, the elbow can really bend like that. It's double jointed. Yeah. Then we also have this wrist right here, which is it can turn full 360 also. It can really move freely right here. Okay, so that's the shoulders, the arms, and the wrists and hands. Next, let's have the torso and the skirts, like the front skirts, side skirts, and the back skirts. So the torso right here, it can really move freely. It only has this ball joint right here. There's no additional ball joint at the body or at the torso, but it can really move freely right here. And then it can maybe, okay, if you will force it, you can do a 360 movement, but the part right here above the back skirt, it can be detached because it will bump to the side of the waist. Okay, so there's no ab branch, but because of the function at the back skirts, there's a little bit movement which it can do a bend at the front because of this mechanism on the back skirts right here. Okay, I will let you show it. So you can see here, there is this mechanism which it can go front and back. As you can see, it can go far as at the front part if the of the ball joint. Okay, so if you will attach this part right here, it can really move until there. So it's like having an ab crunch also. It's like the flying pose for that. So now let's go to the front skirts and side skirts and back skirts. So the front skirts, you can cut the ball joint at the center if you want, but for me, I stay it like that. Okay, so it can move up and down. And then the side skirt can also a little bit, you can move a little bit up and down, then tilt side to side. Yeah, it's only connected with this peg right here, so just be careful. Then what I really like here is that it has this movement at the back skirts right here. It's very nice. Okay, so that's the torso, the waist, and the skirts. Okay, next will be the legs right here. So I moved the skirts already, so the legs can kick at the front. This is the highest point of the kick right here, so it's okay. Yeah, and then the kick at the back, let's see, that's it. It will bump now to the back skirts right here, but the skirts already I move it, but if not, it will bump to the back skirts. Okay, so that's the movement of the legs. Then this legs has also a special joint right here at the front, at the inner part. It will let you show it. It can move here and there. As you can see, it's connected to the other legs, which it can also move when I move this part right here. So you can see it's also kicking. So that's one of the special joints of this Livelance Heaven, which I think from the Dead Sight Hell, or from the Dead Sight Gundam that we know in the anime, and also of the kit also. Now let's have the knee joints. If can bend, yeah, it can bend like that. It's nice, it's good, but that's the farthest bend of the knee. But there is also another feature here of this part, which it can also detach so that it can move more farther a little bit, which it has this attachment right here, these two square holes, and can be attached by that part. So you will just realign that again to the legs, as you can see here, and then you will attach it again to its knee. So let me do it a little bit hard. Yeah, okay, right there, and then yeah, that's it. Now it can move. The legs and the knee right now are locked together, so it will be more safer to let it stand. Yeah. Okay, and then now let's have at the ankle part. So here the ankle right here is connected with a with just a peg, yeah, it with this ball joint right here, and then a hole right here, and you can put it, and then a little bit wiggling, it's okay. Then the feet right here can tilt left and right, yeah, it's good. It can also go up and a little bit down, and it has a separate joint right here at the front of the feet, which it can go this movement. Okay, so that's it, and yeah, it's very nice. Maybe it can do the kneeling pose. Yeah, a little bit of it, yeah. So that's the articulation for the main unit. Now let's go to its backpack. Okay, so now let's have the backpack. So I have here the backpack, yeah, it's reverse, yeah. So that's the backpack. Okay, so it has this like a cloak, and yeah, let's go for the movements right now. So there is a movement of this part right here. I think this is the front part, yeah, because it has this yellow part right here. So this is the front part, which it can go up and down. The other part also the same movement, and then we have here this kind of shield on the side, which can also go up and down. And then at the back, which is this the back wings, we can also move it up and down. And then these two also are connected with a joint, which it can move by pair. It can move by pair, which if the back is going to this side, it can, the other part here at the front will also go at that side. Okay, so that's it. And then this is the joint which holds the wings right here, which it has like this little blade right here. It can move freely if it's not attached. It can go 360 if it's not attached, but if it is not attached on the unit, it cannot move freely at the front. It will bump to the guard of the unit, or at the guard of the neck part or the shoulder part. And yeah, at the back also it's okay, it's moving. And then it can, this part also can move, yeah, as you can see there. Okay, because it's connected right here with a hole, then a peg right here. So that's the movement of your backpack. I think this part right here, yeah, it can move a little bit right here, the vernier at the back. Okay, so that's the articulation of the backpack or the wings or cloak. Okay, next will be the weapons or the lance of the Livelance. Okay, so as you can see, I already attached the beam effect right here, which is from the Sazabi. Yep. Okay, so it can move. It has this articulation right here, which can move like this. And now it's not a spear or a lance. It now becomes a sight, because this is the function of the death sight. Yeah. So that's it. I think there's no too much movement yet. Okay, so the like feeder or wings right here, it can also move, so it's also nice. I think there's nothing more. Yeah, that's it for the movement for your lance of your Livelance. Okay, so let me attach the effect back here. Yeah, so that's it. Okay,
now let's have the included accessories and weapons of the Gundam Livelance Heaven. First, we have here the Beam Lance. The Beam Lance is the long portable main weapon of this Gunpla. It can be used in a rod mode that can fire beams with a high penetrating power from its tip, a lance mode that creates a beam blade that can be used for piercing and slashing attacks, and a sight mode where the head unit is unfolded. It is a takeoff of the Gundam Death Sight main weapon. It's a very clever move to use the Sazabi's beam effect part for the beam lance. It also has the short version and the beam saber effect parts of Sazabi, but in a blue glittered clear part. Next is the active cloak. Not only can this special armor equipment absorb the opponent's radar waves, but it also has a function to deflect beam weapons. Its structure is different from the equipment seen on its base unit, and it can be unfolded from its closed state to create a silhouette where 6 wings are spread out. This is a takeoff of the Gundam Death Sight Hell's Wing Armor Cloak. Even we don't have a clear solid announcement for the Gundam Death Sight Hell, it is very sure that that wing clock is for the Gundam Death Sight Hell. Maybe it will be a premium Bandai. Just a hunch, okay? Next is the Zero system. This is a special system built into both forearms. It is an interface used to achieve a complete victory and provides the GUNPLA fighter with an immense amount of information such as tactical suggestions during the battle and prediction results. An average fighter would be overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information, so it is an extremely difficult function to master. It is a weapon that's stored in its very shiny blue cleared parts, small yet powerful enough to win a battle, but the downside, it is too hard to master. And last but not the least is the Megasonic Cannon. It is a large Megasonic Cannon seen in the Gundam Versago. It is equipped on its abdomen. It requires an immense amount of energy and has a sharp recoil, but can disintegrate armor on large MAs with a single shot. Yes, it is from Gundam Versago, but we really know that the Gundam Versago kit was a very old kit already. And if you look closer to its abdomen and compare it to the old Gundam Versago, it won't match because there's still no Gundam Versago Revive. So that abdomen part was placed on the runners together with the newly made parts for the Gundam Livelance Heaven. Gundam Livelance Heaven is absolutely a heavenly and very angelic informed kit. It's a great takeoff of the Gundam Death Sight Hell by reversing its colors and its name. Simple idea, but it really works. Those added details like the golden inner frames was a nice touch. The gimmicks on its wings, the locking mechanism on its knee, and those very articulated wings was fantastic. The blue clear part on its arms, very small but yet added more to the divine identity of the Gundam Livelance Heaven. Cons? Maybe just those big shiny stickers on its wings and on its bat flaps, the inner one and the outer one. You can use to paint it, but I choose to use those stickers because they weren't that bad. And yes, I tried to paint it, but it didn't work well. So back to basics and use those big old stickers. Articulations were great for its base on a Revive kit. It really gives the dynamic pose for Gundam Livelance Heaven. All in all, this is a very amazing kit. It will really catch attention even having those white colored parts. But believe me, by adding more effort like panel lining and painting some of its parts, you will really give the full potential of this amazing kit. But in the end, as usual, it still depends on you as a builder on how you will interpret or improve this kit at its best. So that's it for the review of the Gundam Livelance 7 from the Gundam Breaker Battlogue. So if you like this kind of content, please do consider to like, share, comment, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so to be informed for my next videos. This kit was a very amazing one and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. More and more Gunpla kits and Gunpla reviews for the next vlogs. And yeah, we still have more Gundam Breaker Battlogue kits on my backlog and it will be next. Okay, so tune in on my channel to see and watch those kind of vlogs. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. Good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Jake De La Paz signing off. Gunpla Bear Show signing off. Bye. And yeah, let's enjoy Gunpla. Fun to build Gunpla. Bye bye.